It's another episode of the Keeping It Wood podcast. Welcome. Today, I've got my guest, Matt Raney.
Hell yeah, I'm keeping it wood, bro.
Yeah, dog. Yeah.
Yeah, keeping it wood.
Keeping it so wood, bro.
So wood.
So fucking wood.
So wood. Redwood, fernwood. Is fern? I don't know. Yeah, all the wood. Sandalwood. Bosselwood.
There's so many.
I'm keeping them all.
Redwoods.
Redwoods. Yeah. Remember that movie Fern Gully?
Dude, yes.
Fern Gully is a vibe. I'm like just like the pixie fairy girl and the sludge monster. That's what. Yeah.
It's funny because, like
shit.
Fern Gully, Avatar, and Pocahontas are all the same style movie.
Whoa. Yeah, it's just like.
the same plot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you watch it, it's interesting. All right, this episode is brought to you by Float OKC. Some of you all need to be better people, and that can be done at Float OKC. Go and do your little float session, man. I'm telling you, you're going to walk out feeling like a different person and in a better way. Go to Float OKC, located in Edmond, floatokc.com. Follow them on Instagram at floatokc, jjwoodcomedy.com. Go check out all the upcoming tour dates I got. And buy a fucking t-shirt. God damn it. No, I haven't sold a fucking t-shirt in months, and I need to sell them bitches, okay? Need to sell them bitches.
Get your wood shirts.
There's the Keeping It Wood podcast t-shirt. There's another one that's just like really fucking trippy, and there's aliens, and there's like a fucking hand with it has like a joint in it smoking. It's fucking crazy.
You're
dude.
a bad comedy fan if you're not buying JJ Wood shirts.
God damn right.
You're not a good fan.
You're a horrible person who needs to go to Float OKC.
Get your dunk on.
Get your dunk on. Go do the float. Have you ever done the float?
I did like the lazy river at Wet and Wild. I did that thing where people just like hang out in the water. It's the water's warm. It's body temperature by the point I'm getting in it.
Yeah.
So, but to get in water that's not saturated with pee, it's got to be nice.
Well, you know what you do is when you get into a pool, like if I go to water parks, the first thing that I do is I pee. Like in that little pool.
To assert dominance.
Yeah, no, like you assert your dominance in the lazy river, and that like it follows you, like it's like water in oil.
It rolls,
you know what I mean?
Man. And when someone swims up and they feel that warmth, they know back up off. This is
back the fuck up.
This is JJ territory.
Yeah, I pee-peed right there. This is the JJ PP.
This is my PP.
This is dude, honestly, I love floating, dude. I did it for the first time last month, and I loved it.
Yeah.
It was so amazing. I felt just fantastic afterwards.
Yeah.
Like are you a meditator at all?
I think some like about 10, 20 minutes of meditation a day is pretty good for you.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
So like, I do it all the time, and so it was really easy for me to like get acclimated into that, of just like, and I just went full throttle, shut that pod door, turned the lights off, floated butt ass naked in that thing.
Oh, you will go naked in that? Okay.
Yeah, you go naked.
Dope.
But like when you get there, like you take a shower, like you use like their soap, their all that shit,
Yeah.
and then you get in, and it's honestly, man, like I walked out and I was like, I feel amazing.
Well, right on.
So Float OKC, go do that, and then when you go, tell them that I sent you.
So he can keep getting free float sessions. Come on now, let's go.
Shit, dude, I'd pay for him. I would pay for it. She was like, hey, no more float sessions for free. I'd be like, dude, I'm going to do that. I'm going to pay for it.
Yeah, dude.
Because it's really not that expensive either.
Yeah.
You can go like, dude, you can make a day of it. I think they're actually offering something now to where like you can do cupping sessions as well. And I've always wanted to try the cupping thing.
They put the vacuum cup on your back or something like that, and it sucks out the venom.
Yeah.
Or the toxins or the whatnot.
A lot like my ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
Hey! She sucks something out. I'm so lonely. All right.
I wondered what kind of podcast I was coming on to.
Oh,
man.
man.
I'm excited.
Yeah, it's fucking, I always wonder what podcast I'm coming on. This is my podcast.
Dude, been there. I know that feeling. I know that feeling.
All right. So, have you ever watched an episode of this or anything?
I watched. Here's the thing. I was trying to find full episodes, and I was having a hard time I found the clips on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't find the episodes.
Yep. Spotify and YouTube, baby.
Spotify and YouTube. That's
Yep.
where we gotta
Spotify.
go.
Yep.
That's where I
Spotify
went
and
wrong.
YouTube.
That's where I went wrong.
All up there. Usually on Wednesdays. Kind of slacked off. I updated some equipment. Which, as well, the microphone.
Okay.
This whole room, I updated this myself.
Well,
you know?
there's all the production assistants off camera and all that.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're
God
helping
damn
out.
it, Dale. Put the peanuts down.
Yeah, they're working. They're trying.
Put the peanuts down.
Trying hard.
You're fucking fired, Phil.
It's fired. He's just dragging the team down.
Fucking A, dude. It's hard. It's hard to get good help around nowadays. You know.
Yeah.
It's hard to come by. Hard to
Tell it.
come by.
You gotta go float your ass on out the door. You're done.
You're gonna be sleeping on the fucking streets, Phil. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I am a big snack dude.
Oh hell yeah.
I love snacks. It's
I love
It's
snacks.
an essential part of my existence.
I think it's a part of the Oklahoma lifestyle. Is just like you throw some snacks in the mix. You gotta have some snacks with your homies.
Absolutely, you got to get a good snack, dude.
Get your snack
Good
on.
snack on. So yeah, what snack did you bring, bro?
I took a trip down to Super Cow.
Okay.
This is my anime club heritage. Not necessarily.
Oh.
But I'm just a lot. If you're not fucking with Super Cow, then you're not fucking with OKC.
Yeah, dog.
I got Mr. Brown. This ASMR noise for the mics. We got some Blue Mountain blend Mr. Brown coffee.
What?
You ever mess with Mr. Brown?
I've never messed with Mr. Brown.
Mr. Brown is the shit. That's the best cup of coffee.
I've heard of Mrs. Brown though, if you know what I'm saying. It's a song.
Yes.
Isn't it a Beatles song, right?
I'm also rocking with some tempura seaweed, which I don't even know if that's good. I like the label. And,
The marketing kind of went out of the park, knocked it out of the park on this one.
yeah, we got some shrimp jerky.
What?
I don't know if you ever fucked with shrimp jerky before, but
I've never fucked with. What is
dude,
it?
it's shrimp jerky, man.
Wait.
It's good. It's so good.
Is this how we got the vid? Is by eating stuff like this, or like what's up? Like, I can't. You can't even read this.
Yeah.
Oh
no,
wait.
You gotta try it out.
Well, there's no trans fat on it, so that's nice.
It's no trans fat. It's
Or saturated fat.
hell yeah.
Polyunsaturated. That's not even a real word. Polyunsaturated. That's not a real word. Well, fuck yeah, dude.
All right. So how does this work? Do we pop them open?
Let's
and start
crack it
munching?
open, dude.
Okay,
Let's see what's
sick.
popping.
All right, dude. Let's
Put my snacks over there. While you're doing,
There we go. There,
while you're
okay.
doing that, I
Yeah,
got
what
some
do you got?
I got some raspberry pink lemonade too.
Okay.
And then I got one for each of us.
Oh, sweet.
And then I also got a Milky Way. I had a show on Sunday and it was not fun. Okay, I take it back. It was a fun show. I'm always grateful to be able to do comedy, but man, none of us could really get that crowd going. You know what I mean? It was one of those like, hey, anyone single here? Nothing. All right, who's in a relationship here? Nothing. And you're like, fucking what?
Yeah.
And so at the end of the show, I just didn't feel good about it. I didn't feel good about my set, at all. And I was like, that sucked. And like the green rooms of Bark Entertainment, they are just full of snacks. I love it.
Oh yeah, they got that whole table.
Oh,
the
man.
You lift up the table and the snacks are underneath.
Well, yeah. So the
Yeah.
Tulsa one, they just have like this big shelf. And so I was
Yeah.
sitting there and I was like, what am I gonna get for the road trip home? And I was like, I want to get a Milky Way, but Milky Way's for winners. And tonight I did not win. But today I'm feeling good. So
you feel like a winner. Feeling like
Yeah.
a winner. Hell yeah.
all right, let's try this shrimp jerky.
Yeah, real winners take some shrimp jerky.
I'm
It's-
nervous about this though.
It's literally it's like prepare yourself for beef jerky, but with just a little bit of a fish flavor.
It sounds fishy.
Yeah. Yes. And you're gonna have to floss when you're done. That's just the truth of squid jerky. That wasn't the face I was expecting, but I could understand.
Oh wow.
I can understand.
Okay. Okay. Why did you pick this? What is this something you like to eat all the time?
So me and my friends in high school, I got a mouthful of squid jerky.
Mm.
We're the biggest anime dorks, and so we went to the Asian grocery markets just to like see what was up, and we just started picking out snacks.
Okay.
So we tried this probably because of some joke about like they look like boobies. I don't know
Wait, what?
if you can see it on the label, but the squid kind of looks like some boobies, and we're like, yeah, those are great.
Oh yeah, I do see that.
They kind of look like
The eyes are nipples.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
It was kind of spicy.
It's got a little spice to it. It's got a little. It's just like the squid jerky. It's yeah. It's good for a car ride.
Wow. I mean, don't leave it in a hot car.
No,
Okay.
I feel so weird eating on a microphone.
It's okay.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna bust open this Simply Lemonade.
Yeah.
Basically, we got a feast.
Oh.
A feast in front of us here.
Yeah, dog. Yeah, a feast and then things to talk about too. Oh man, I'm a big pink lemonade guy. And this
Yeah.
raspberry one is the shit.
Dude.
So good.
Hell yeah. I'm an apple juice man. Like anytime there's apple, like or especially like or fresh squeezed orange juice, like a Class and Grill, rest in peace.
Oh god, I love Class and Grill, dude.
Dude, you could get that fresh squeezed orange juice. That was the shit. That was, every time like someone was visiting town, I was like, we're taking you to the Class and Grill.
Oh, that was so good. So good. There used to be a grocery store up the street from here. And they shut down, I shit you not, 2 days before the lockdown.
Oh no.
Yeah, they were just closing. They were just like, oh, not going to make it. And I'm like, dog, you would have made it.
They'd have made it 2 more days.
And now it's like, and it was nothing for the longest time. I'm like, please, God, like put another grocery store downtown. Like that's really what we need down here, you know?
Yeah.
And
We need some bodegas.
yeah, dude.
Oklahoma City needs a couple of bodegas.
What downtown just needs one.
Yeah.
It needs something. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because I go to the Casey, so I got to fight the homeless people off.
Yeah.
I don't have anything for you. All right. What's up with this?
Let's try it out.
Let's
It's
try
like-
the seaweed snacks.
this
Okay.
is- do you like sushi?
I love sushi.
Okay, this is the shit that's like they wrap the sushi with. Well, like, what if they like fried it or something? I don't know. Exactly.
Okay.
I don't know exactly.
Have
what
you ever
they're
had
going
like
with.
deep fried sushi?
No. That
Like-
sounds good.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see.
Okay, I'd fire.
Okay, yeah. Okay, we got a hit.
We got one.
we got it. Asian Food Snack Plus. We got it.
I mean, the shrimp jerky is good, but I'm like, yeah, that one's good. Big fan.
It satisfies the crunch factor, the salt factor.
Mm.
It's got like that little the sushi taste that I kind of like to it. I like it.
Okay.
It's all right. Yeah. That's my first time having that, and I fuck with that. I fuck with that snack for sure.
No, that's a good one. Yeah.
That's the tempura seaweed. Yeah, seaweed snack. And then a whole bunch of high tempura and some other words I can't.
I'm a high tempura. You know what I'm saying? Weed reference. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh man, I finally got my card.
You finally got your medical
so
card?
I'm a legal smoker now.
Look at you, dude.
Yeah, dude. And
How's it feel?
you know, it feels. I thought I was gonna lose a part because, like, you know, the drug buying experience was always like some dude be like, "Hey, boss, what you need to come smell this shit?" You know, and it was like, it was cool and it was seedy, and I was worried that when it was legalized, I was gonna lose some of that charm. And I walk into the dispensary and the guy was like, "Hey, what's up, boss? Come over here, smell this shit." I was like, "Yes."
It's just like it.
It's just like It's the same.
Dude, I loved it. Like I got my card in 2018, and at that time, dude, there was like 8 dispensaries within like 3 blocks of this place.
Yeah,
So I was like, fuck yeah, this is like so tight, and like I loved it.
that's right. There's the one over by Bricktown.
Mhm.
I don't know if that's still there or not.
I think that's the only one down here now.
Okay.
All the other ones like shut down because they were prepared for rec.
Yeah.
Like all the downtown dispensaries were getting prepared for recreational, and then it didn't pass.
Yeah.
And so, like, I don't know. It's, you know, at one point, like, they had to quit opening dispensaries because there was more dispensaries in the state of Oklahoma than Colorado and California combined.
Yeah, I mean,
We kind of went overboard on that shit.
I think Oklahomans don't realize like how crazy the weed laws are in Oklahoma. Not crazy in the sense of just like it's kind of whatever goes. Like,
Right.
Like we went to Arkansas to see the eclipse, and we saw like one dispensary, like on like 2 hours of drive in there.
Well, I think like
Their rules are different. They got a much harder time opening their dispensaries.
yeah, well, it's like they legalized before us, I believe, and then it just took them forever to kind of figure out like what they wanted to do or something. I don't know how that went, but I mean, I love it. I just let my card expire, because I was like, oh yeah, I was like, it's gonna go wreck, and then it didn't, and I was like, but I just get it from my buddy, you know.
Yeah, that's the deal.
I just call him up. He grows it at his home.
Oh yeah.
You know, yeah. I support small family businesses. You know,
Support small family businesses.
yeah. You know, so I just get a good deal. No, I just get that, and honestly, like I'm more of just like a smoke at night that dude. So like I really just save a lot of weed.
Yeah.
You know, and it's really great. I love it.
Yeah, the homegrown stuff, like it's weird. It's because there's something about it when you're handling it, and it just doesn't crumble in your hands the way that the cheap stuff does, and you're just like, oh, you can almost taste the love,
Right.
when it's the homegrown stuff.
I love it, but I just get like, I don't know, man. I got like skeptical for a little bit because someone was telling me that people were like lacing weed with like the stuff that what is it, like they put on like dead bodies to like keep them from like preserved.
The formaldehyde.
Yeah, someone was telling me that they were lacing weed with that shit,
Yeah.
and I was like, nah, man. I was like, I don't like that. So like, whenever someone would be like, you want this joint? I'm like, nah, I'm good. Or like, they're like, you want to hit this? I'm like, nah, I didn't want you to roll it. Like, I'm good. I got really paranoid for a little bit, but I talked to one of my friends who's a police officer, and he was just like, nah, dude. He's like, none of that shit's happening. And I was like, okay. He's like, it's all inside your head, man. Like, how was the eclipse in Arkansas?
It was crazy. It was a religious experience, basically.
Wow. Okay.
Because we saw it was the full totality. So it's something straight out of the Bible. The sky turns black, the sun turns black, and then 4 minutes later, everything's back to normal. The birds are back to singing, and the sky is turning blue again. And it's the craziest thing I'm still at a loss of how to describe what I saw. It's if I could understand how someone could see that a couple hundred years ago and think the world is coming to an end.
Yeah, dude, it was trippy.
Yeah, absolutely. We had to drive. So it was a 5-hour drive to Arkansas to get inside the totality, but we didn't have a cat setter because our cat is diabetic. We've got a diabetic cat. And so,
damn.
Yeah, so my girlfriend.
The cat's battling with the sugars.
Yeah, for real. And so it's just like, who's going to take care of this cat? I was like, well, I guess we're going to take care of this cat. And so we put the cat in the car with the dog, and we drove 5 hours, and it was something else.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
I just went over to my friend's house. Like, she's got a big old backyard. We just like grilled out some burgers and hot dogs and stuff. And we were just smoking a bunch of weed. And here's the thing that was so fucking wild to me.
Yeah.
NASA was shooting rockets at the moon. Like, NASA was shooting rockets. There was like someone else was doing something. I'm like, can you all just not like chill? Like, can we not just like sit back and it's like, oh, the eclipse is happening. It's not going to happen for another 20 years. We're shooting rockets at it, man. Like, why are we shooting rockets at the fucking moon, dude? Just leave it be.
Because we're finding stuff out. So there's they got this thing called a spectrometer, which
That's what it was.
Yeah. So the deal is they shine a light, or the light comes through this thing. It breaks up through a prism, just like the dark side of the moon cover, just like that shit. But it leaves there's certain. It leaves certain signatures, and the deal is that the corona coming off the sun is giving off a signature that's more green than what a chemist would expect it to be, and they're trying to figure out why. It's because the green is iron that's burning, so it's like so in the corona jets, and I'm not Neil deGrasse Tyson. You don't have a real scientist on your show right now, but it's a little.
You look like one though.
I'm trying. I got the hair growing out, but yeah, There's still some mysteries. There's some things about the sun that they don't know. So I guess I'd rather a fighter jet carry a spectrometer across the eye of the storm, then dropping bombs.
Yeah,
So
I
cool.
just don't understand. It's like NASA's like, yeah, we're gonna like shoot rockets at the thing. I'm like, bro, we were chilling, grilling burgers and dogs, dude, smoking weed, and just like, yeah, this is cool as fuck. Oh man, that was an intense little experience, and then it just got so cold for a minute.
But the temperature changed. It was the coolest shit. It was the trippiest thing I've ever seen, short of mushrooms and acid.
Yeah.
I really thought it was like a psychedelic experience.
Oh man, I actually, dude, I did feel like different for a minute. Like
Yeah.
it's weird. Like they say, I'm not like really the biggest into astrology and stuff. Like I always get so sick of like girls being like, "Oh my God, you're a Pisces. I could never date you because you're a Pisces." Like, fuck off. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm a good person still.
Well, so if you're not a Pisces or the right Scorpio or retrograde or whatever, then you're an INTF.
Oh
or
my God.
ISTP or whatever all these letters mean.
They're just dumb. It just annoys me. Like, it annoys me. I remember there was one time, dude, I was talking to this girl. We were having a very nice conversation.
Yeah.
And then she's like, oh my God, I'm having so much fun talking to you. What's your sign? I was like, oh, I'm a Pisces. She goes, ugh.
Yeah, dude.
And I was like, what's your sign? Like, I'm a Sagittarius. Fucking, that's the worst one. I don't even know. But what I'm trying to get at was, they, like, the moon stuff.
Okay.
Like, the moon controls the tide of the ocean,
Yeah.
right? We're like 70% water, 80% water.
Yeah. I mean, people want to say that there's no scientific correlation, but I swear, as a stand-up comedian, and again, this is not a scientific opinion. Anytime there's a full moon, it's like, well, if there's an open mic on a full moon, you have to go. You got to go on the full moon because it's gonna be something crazy is gonna happen. And if you don't go on the open mic the full moon, that's gonna be the one week. It's like, oh, dude, did you go to Othello's? No, I didn't. Oh, he killed a guy. Like, I missed it.
Oh, man.
I try not to miss full moon open
Dude,
mics.
it's like even like as a bartender and stuff, it's like you don't have to tell the bartender it's a full moon. Like we know.
Yeah.
Like we find out.
Yeah.
You know, like super quick. Like, why the fuck was that person? And you like look at your phone like, full moon, checks out.
It's I think it's real. I think there's something to it.
No, absolutely.
And maybe it's the I don't know. Could it be because we're 70% water, or could it just be because just the moon's out, man, trying to get nuts?
Dude, the moon's out, we get nuts, dog. Like what? I don't know. It's
So the next
it's interesting. So like I'm pretty sure I've been doing comedy almost 5 years. I'm pretty sure I've been to an open mic on a full moon.
Yeah.
But I've never, I don't know. That's crazy. I think the next full moon, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna have to go find an open mic.
Yeah, find the next open mic on a full moon. I guarantee it's gonna be at least a little popping, at least a little bit.
Something's gonna happen.
Yeah, something's gonna happen. Someone's gonna get
Some white dude's gonna say the N word on stage. Like,
So, hey, who knows?
who knows? They just might. They just might.
Who knows?
Someone might shit on stage, whip their nuts out. I mean, anything could happen.
I haven't seen someone shit the stage in a minute.
In a minute, you've seen someone shit on stage before.
I feel like I've seen it.
How long have you been doing comedy?
I've been doing comedy about over 10 years. I'm coming up on over 10 years.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. And it's one of those weird things where it's like, I really seriously thought I was going to make it by now. You know what I mean? Like, I really, like, when I was 2 or 3 years in, I was like, man, 5 or 7 years,
Right.
I'm going to have this shit on lock. I'm going to have everything figured out. And now it's, like after the 10-year mark, I don't, comedy changes. It's not I'm not really chasing that Comedy Central special or the Netflix special, because it's just like what do I want to get out of this
Right.
while I'm doing it? Because now I think after 10 years, you're kind of doing it. You're definitely doing it for the love of the game.
Oh, absolutely.
But you gotta remember what that love of the game is.
I think everyone's path in comedy is different. Like, there's ones that that work clubs. There's some that just work like the road doing like little dive bar shows and stuff like that. But it's like, as long as you're fucking happy,
that's the
fucking do it. I was talking to a newer comic last night, and he was, talking about how he was like, kind of frustrated that like, you know, he's not getting as much or not. And I'm like, dog,
Welcome
I was
to the
like,
club, man.
I'm
That
like,
never
dog,
changes.
I'm like, you have to get out of that mindset of like,
Yeah.
like you're happy for that person. Like, that's fucking dope. I'm so happy that they got this, but like, fucking, why didn't I get this? You know, it's like I've been that way for sure, multiple times, you know. But it's just, you're like, ah, damn it, like I'm so happy for him, but damn it, like I wish I would have gotten that too, you know. But I'm like, you gotta quit thinking that way because like the right person, like you're gonna work with the right person,
Right.
like that right person for you, you know. So you just gotta like just keep your head down, just keep grinding, keep writing, and then just it'll happen for you, you know. It's weird how it works. It's always when you're just like you're relaxed and like not really caring that much is when you're like, oh wow, you get this like big opportunity, right? Like,
yeah, and something weird out of left field. I heard some really good advice a long time ago, which is if you love something, it's going to tell you all its secrets, you know. And so the more, you know, I've spent a lot of time loving comedy, and I feel like I've learned a couple of secrets. But there's just there's just so much more to go. And after,
oh man,
and you do it for 10 years, and like I you know, I'm still on the mic circuit, and I love it because I'm running a mic and I'm having a good time doing it. And then, but I still, like, you know, you see a guy who's been doing it for 20, 25 years, and you just gotta like take a step back and be like, whoa. Or seen a guy who's been doing it for 7 years and just blowing your shit out of the water. And it's just it happens.
right.
You know? It happens. It's all part of the journey.
No, it's crazy when you see. So you'll see like people like who haven't been doing it as long as you, and then they're just like fucking surpass. Fucking Chandler Roan was one of those.
Chandler Roan's
fucking killing the game. I love that little kid, dude. I love him so much, dude. Because I remember when he first came to the club, and I was like, he's like, fuck, dude, I'm like kind of nervous. It's my first time going on. I was like, all right, dude, just go up, just have fun.
Yeah.
And now he's like fucking opening for Jesselnick and all this shit. Like, yeah, I was just like, fucking, let's go, dude. I was like, I'm so happy for him. But he put in the work, and then it just worked out for him. That's all it is. Just put in the work.
And so I used to run an open mic called New Shit, which was
I remember that.
Yeah, and Chandler Roan, he loved that open mic. So this is how I get to claim a little bit of ownership over his success. he goes down to Austin. He's got a new open mic called What's New?
Yeah.
With Colton Jones out of who I met in Dallas.
Love that dude too.
Yeah, that both just killer dudes. I gotta go check that mic out. But yeah, apparently it's kind of based a little bit on New Shit. I was like, oh, it was. It's great. He asked me for permission to use the name. I was like, dude, yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah, it's not, yeah.
Well, because you always have like, what I've always respected about you in this comedy scene is that you've always like wanted to do something different. You know what I mean? Not just a regular mic. So that's why I like this new thing that you've got going on.
Yeah. It's new. Yeah. It's open mic over at the OKC Improv.
Okay.
And it's. I feel like whenever I'm starting an open mic, I want to make an open mic that's like almost like a love letter to myself at an earlier time in comedy. So.
Ooh, that's deep, bro.
Yeah, and I don't tell a lot of people that because it's really like woo-woo shit.
Nah,
like,
dog. There's only like 50 listeners on this thing.
That's
You're
great.
okay.
Well, then they get to hear the secret. When I moved,
Secrets.
I moved to Chicago, and I don't even remember what year I moved to Chicago before the pandemic, so it all just blends together. But I spent about 6 months there just grinding at stand-up, and there were times where I really didn't feel like welcomed because it's a big city. Like I wasn't ready for the way the big city mics worked, you know, where they're just like just get out of here. Like you're just one more person on the list, get out, you know, and that whole experience when I took that with me when I came back home. I was like, what if I had a cool mic where I was just happy to see the new comics, you know? Where I was and I didn't like just shit on them for not knowing what the light was at the end of their set, you know, like just so it's a beginner's course. I don't even call it a beginner's course. I don't know what this mic is. I'm trying to figure out what this mic is.
Dude, it's the same thing as this podcast, bro. I'm still trying to figure this out, but I'm having fun doing it, and that's honestly, I think some of the best advice that I've ever gotten as a comedian has been just do what's fun.
Yeah.
Because doing comedy is not supposed to be stressful or anything like that. But
it's not. It's not supposed to. Whenever there's some kind of dumb drama, I always tell myself like, dude, I just wanted to tell jokes, bro.
Dog, right?
I just wanted to tell jokes.
Always something. High school is over.
Dude.
Student council is adjourned.
Yeah, man. So here's the deal with these Mr. Brown coffees. You gotta.
Oh yeah, let's do this.
You almost gotta do them like you do like chewing tobacco before. Like, you always see people like they're like pop like you gotta like beat.
Okay.
You gotta beat the can up just a little bit. You gotta just like.
I feel like a racist uncle right now.
Yeah, just right there. Just get because there's that condensed milk in the bottom. You gotta. You gotta get that mixed up.
We're really gonna start drinking coffee. It is like.
I'm gonna take this.
10 after 10.
I'm gonna regret this later, but hey.
I only have a show tomorrow night. We'll be okay. I'm just gonna sleep all day.
I'm sure. Like, this is the most delicious canned coffee.
How long do I have to do it for?
Yeah.
Is that good?
I think it's about ready to burst. I think you got it right there on the edge.
Is it carbonated?
No.
Oh, okay. Pop the top. Cheers, man.
Cheers, man.
Mr. Brown. Blue Mountain Blend. Oh, that's good.
It's a really pleasant coffee.
That's like the best way to describe it. It's very pleasant.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Yeah.
Super
okay.
cow, man. Super cow, rip it.
So yeah, so you do the but this is what's cool about your open mic. There's no mic.
There's no microphone.
It's like, you know, when Nas said, all I need is one mic. Fucking Matt Raney said, bitch, you need a mic?
Yeah, I don't even need that.
You don't even need that.
Well, so here's the deal. The whole reason that all came about was because the space that we're working in is an improv space. So there's classes going on. We can't use a microphone or a PA because it's too loud. And so I had to figure out a way around that. It's like, well, fuck it. What if we just didn't use a mic? Then it wouldn't be overly loud. And the guy was like, okay, let's roll. Let's do that. And so I made that decision. And so it turns into a thing where it's like, I think a lot of times the microphone, it's a level of abstraction. And by that I mean, like, it's like the microphone, the mic stand, the stool, sometimes they're things that are between you and the audience. And so it's just like, what happens if there is no anything, no, like, it's just you talking to their ears and hearing it, and it's like an acoustic cassette. It's like unplugged.
I like that.
Yeah, we have a rule set right now. I think this rule set is working for this space. I don't think that every open mic needs this rule set, but it works for my one. And the first rule is we ask that the comics aren't doing crowd work on the audience, because I had an experience where someone was like we have old ladies show up, and these young comics, bless their hearts, want to talk about their dicks. And for like, hey, what do you think about my dick? And the old lady's like, I'm just here to see a comedy show. So, so we don't do crowd work or no talking about dicks. And then, no talking about dicks is the second rule. Oh, oops. And the third rule is just new material only, which kind of makes it it's the baby of new shit. If you like new shit, this is kind of like the weird kid-friendly baby version. Not even kid-friendly. It's the non-cigarette smoking version of new shit.
I love that, dude.
Yeah.
I love that. Ugh.
I think people are like.
I need to come check it out.
You gotta come check it out, man.
I love that. I've actually just gotten to the point now to where I can. I've been writing more clean lately.
Yeah.
Because I've had to open up for people, like, where they're not usually you have to be clean, and honestly, like, it's so fun.
Yeah.
It's fun, dude. I like it. Like, there's some people like, I can't work dirty, or I can't work clean. I only have to work dirty, and I'm like, that's cool and all, but like, I can work dirty and clean.
Yeah,
and
you're cutting yourself off from some gigs if you can't work. If you can't even work clean, then you've cut yourself off.
Nope. Sorry, not new. I gotta talk about my dick.
I have to.
I have to talk about it. Fucking, if there's kids there, they're gonna fucking learn about it anyway. It's like, dog, like.
And I feel like, like different spaces, different, whatever. I don't think that people shouldn't talk about their dicks at all. You should talk about it. I don't know.
I think there's just like a way. There's a way to talk about anything. Like with comedy, nothing is off limit. But here's the thing, because Anthony Jeselnik said this. Yeah. And this is a dude who talks about dead babies all the time, right? Yeah. And he's like, art is getting away with it. Right?
You gotta stick the landing.
Dude, you can literally joke about anything. Now, no matter what, someone's going to get upset about something. That's just something that will happen. But there's just like a way to do it. Like, dude, Neil Brennan just put out a new special yesterday today.
Oh, I heard about that. I heard it's good. I gotta check it out.
It's very good. But he does a rape joke. And at first I was like, oh, but like the way that he does it, like I don't want to give away his bit or anything like that.
Right.
But the way he does it, you're like, oh shit, like that. Okay, checks out. Like you're like, oh, fuck.
And yeah,
You're like, but it's just like you're like, wow, that's funny. Like fucking, that's edgy as shit, you know.
Yeah.
But you know what? He pulled it off.
I think there's a thoughtfulness behind the pulling it off. Is someone really sitting and thinking? It's almost like, pulling it off is almost like a bank heist. You gotta have like your getaway plan, you know. What's the difference of just like like a master just like taking 20 minutes to weave that tapestry versus like it's, things get lost in the translation.
Oh man, no, for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think there's a way to talk about anything, but I think someone who's like 6 months to even 3 years in, maybe even fucking 5 years, like they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah, they don't. It's just like don't like it. Yeah, when you're cooking, when you're learning how to cook, it's established that you're gonna burn your hands. You're gonna be handling some stuff that's a little too hot for you, and you're gonna burn yourself a couple of times. And that's what I think that same thing happens as open mics. You're handling some material that's a little too hot for your fingertips, and you didn't figure out, like, I don't know, you haven't built the calluses yet. You didn't know where to put the pan.
Mm-hmm.
So now you've made a big mess.
Yeah.
I opened up this kitchen for you, and now you've made a big mess. But hey,
What are you gonna do?
We'll clean it up.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
So on the show, I like to give out bad advice.
I love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think the bad advice today, navigating the capitalist hellscape.
Oh, dude, I'm the
Sell.
yeah, dude. So I'm giving advice, or you're giving advice?
We're all just giving advice, both of us. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I don't know how to survive the capitalist hellscape. You sell everything, invest all your money into cryptocurrency. That's going well, I've heard.
Yeah, I was about to ask, how's your cryptocurrency doing? How's your portfolio?
Bro, I actually have a Roth fund.
Yeah.
A Roth fund.
Those are okay.
Yeah. I forgot that I was investing in that, and they like call me and they're like, "Hey, dude."
You got money.
Yeah. We gotta catch up on some shit. And I was like, "Oh, really? Word? Okay, I forgot that I even had that." You know.
You should ask them how to trade your IRA for a non-fungible token. I hear that those are popping off. I hear they're making big money.
Okay.
I don't know.
That's it. That's our bad advice. Okay.
Hellscape capitalist advice.
Yeah, dude. Navigating the capitalist hellscape, dog. Just sell. Invest in cryptocurrency, and fucking buy a plot of land in Switzerland.
I think
and retire at 34.
Yeah, just start rich.
Start rich, bro. If you're not rich now, dude. You know what? Someone I had a buddy call me one day, and he goes, "Hey man, I just had this weird thought I just wanted to share with you. You know when like Trump was 18 and his dad gave him like a small loan of $1 million? Like, I mean, he did some shit with that $1 million. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, he kind of fucked up a lot like down the line, but he did some shit, you know?
He did some shit, indeed.
But he was like, he's like, now think about what you would have done when you were 18 and asked for $1 million. If you had $1 million when you were 18, I was like, oh fuck, that would have fucked so much shit up. Like, I don't think I would have been that responsible. Like,
you'd have fucked some shit up, but would you have tried to overthrow the country?
Fucking dude, I don't know, man. I mean, when I was 18, I was still pretty chill, smoking weed, and just, I was all into reggae music and stuff. Like, some shit just pisses me off, dude. So you might have caught me on a day where I was like, you know what? I got the money. Like, we're going to fucking do this shit. Like, maybe. I don't know if I'd overthrow it like he did.
Yeah.
But I don't know. What would you do if you had $1 million when you were 18?
$1 million at 18. That's because that's a time when I had, like, the logic was kind of out the window. Oh my god! At 18, I'd have probably opened my own comic book store and immediately just like spent it all on comic books.
Fucking nerd, dude. I love it. Respect it.
I was a big dork. Like some anime, I'd have been some Neo Geo cabinets. What's up, John and Mike? I'd have gotten. Shout out to my boys, GTT in the house.
Oh damn, dude! I feel like you're about to start throwing up gang signs.
No. Just Ripper Brother is all.
Hey,
Ripper Brother.
I love that. All right. Why was Bugs Bunny snubbed from the Oscars?
Is this a setup for a joke or is this a legit question?
I think it's a legit question.
Bugs Bunny has a long history of cross-dressing that Hollywood wants to kind of keep under wraps.
Oh.
Like, remember, like, Bugs Bunny is all, like, it's... I think that's, yeah, if I had to give a off-the-cuff reason.
Do you think Bugs Bunny was at Diddy's house?
At whose house?
At Diddy's? At P. Diddy's? Puff Daddy's? Sean Combs?
What's going on with P. Diddy? Is he kidnapping all these pop stars and is he really?
Dude, okay. You know what? I think maybe
if he is how many P. Diddy songs have I sung along to, enjoying, not knowing that? Ay.
I don't know, man. I feel like with P. Diddy, it's. I don't think he's going to be in the entertainment industry anymore. He might just do what fucking, what's his name? From Def Jam.
Suge Knight.
No, not Suge Knight. That's Death Row. Russell Simmons. Like, Russell Simmons got charged with, like, rape or whatever. He just moved to Bali. So, like, I mean, he might do that. I don't know. I don't think he's going to face any jail time. Because, like, dude, here's the thing that's, like, fucking weird about all this shit. It's like, look at, like, Ghislaine Maxwell, bro. Like, she's in prison for trafficking young girls. But, like, who's going to jail for fucking actually sleeping with them? You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's
too many, like, up top Hollywood and just world elites that are involved with all that shit. I dive into conspiracy theories way too much.
And I think the conspiracy theories, the weird thing about them is there's always a little ring of truth to them. Of just like there's the guy who his whole job was just keeping secrets on people, and
But I read this one about how because like I mean, Diddy fucked up. Yeah. Like you had Homeland Security roll up to both of your cribs at the same time. At the same time, bro. But like when it comes to like someone said like, nah, dude, like they didn't go to like collect evidence. Like, yeah, they did that, but they also went to like delete from like other people. You know what I mean? I think Jay-Z is the one that's like the top one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
if you dive into like Jay-Z and R. Kelly and like Aaliyah,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they were fucking with that poor girl, dude. And
oh yeah.
I'm a firm believer that Aaliyah was killed by Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Whoa.
Yep. No, that's a hot take right there, buddy.
It's a hot take.
Hot take, dude.
Hot takes.
I mean, just I don't know. Like, no disrespect to Beyonce. I think Beyonce's really good, and she's very talented in her own right, but she doesn't write her own shit.
Who do you think is the best rapper in the Illuminati? I know that Jay-Z, I believe Jay-Z is in
Lil
the Illuminati. Little Dicky?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think he's in the Illuminati.
I would say he's probably the best lyricist in the Illuminati if he's in there for sure.
I mean, maybe. Dude, I'll tell you who's one person that's fucking intense is Lenny Kravitz.
Lenny Kravitz,
dude,
yeah.
Like,
yeah, dude.
I wanted to talk about this shit because Lenny Kravitz is on some shit, bro.
What's he doing lately?
Oh my god!
The American Woman guy?
Yeah, American Woman dude. So he's on this campaign right now.
Oh no!
And he is like, okay, this dude's like 59 years old.
Hell yeah!
Right, Lenny Kravitz being Lenny Kravitz.
I bet he still has a six-pack ab. There's no way he doesn't have like washboard
buddy,
stomach.
Watch this, dude. I want to watch this.
Oh my goodness, this is.
Watch this, dude.
Lenny is more jacked than me. What?
Look at him go.
Oh my god.
But like you're working out in leather pants.
He is in leather pants.
And boots. Look at him go. 59 years old.
dude.
Like, and what are those fucking glasses he has on, right? So he's doing that. And then now this is Lenny Kravitz going to Buc-ee's.
Okay.
For the first time.
Oh, the gas station Buc-ee's? Okay, I love Buc-ee's. It's the
Look
same
at
music.
him. Now he's just
What?
walking around like a model.
It's
Like Buc-ee's is his runway right now.
oh my god.
Look at him. Work. Get them beaver nuggies, dude. Get them. Look at him. So happy, dude. He got...
It's the whole experience.
Celsius water? Fuck yeah, dude.
That's the handsomest man to ever buy a bag of cherry sours.
Right. Just the way. And now here's his last one, which is great.
Okay.
Is him just going to like a fucking food truck.
It's the same
Look at him. He's like, "Hi, I'm Lenny Kravitz, American Woman." I mean, shouldn't he be wearing a hairnet?
I mean, are you going to tell Lenny Kravitz to put on a hairnet?
Fucking Lenny Kravitz, bro.
Dude, Lenny Kravitz, he's fit. He's
Look,
so
he's like,
fit.
he's fit, 59 years old, bro. He's doing his shit, dog. Like,
Man, I got no excuses. I got like,
dude. I mean,
yeah, I need to get jacked real fast.
Dude, he is. But like, Lenny Kravitz is so interesting. Like, I don't know. Do you remember? I don't know if you remember this, but like, this was fucking several years ago.
Okay.
But he was on stage, and he like did his little signature like, drop down, like, drop down like Tatiana move, and his fucking
like
pants, his pants ripped, and his dick popped out, and dude was packing a hammer.
Really?
Bro, this dude, I was like, good for you, Lenny.
How can
And his like dick popped out, and he was like very embarrassed about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because people are like, the only dudes getting embarrassed about their dick popping out have like 8-inch dicks. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Man, I love the dude you got going on, the whole look, everything. It's
Yeah,
like Bob Ross never started painting; he did comedy.
Dude, I swear to God, I need to start working as a Bob Ross impersonator. I think that's the next point in my career.
I love it. When's the last time you had a haircut?
It's been we're coming up on a July of last year. That's the whole reason I quit cutting my hair is I had a skin condition, and I didn't want a barber or some poor person at Pro Clips to have to like look at my scalp and actually touch it.
Yeah.
So I just stopped getting my hair cut.
There you go.
And so now I've got some kind of medication to where my psoriasis doesn't suck. It actually is pretty much cured, and I just didn't feel like getting my hair cut. I was like, let's keep on rolling. Let's keep on doing this. So, yeah.
Have you had like do you have like a crazy like barbershop experience or?
No.
Did you ever see like a knife fight,
I went to a barber.
Anyone take a shit like on the floor? No, just comedy, huh?
Yeah, because I grew up in Texas, so I'm a Pro Clips man. Like my dad, I have fond memories of my dad taking me to like Pro Clips, so, like when they opened. I don't know if you've ever been there for when Pro Clips opens. So I tried the barbershop thing once, and I didn't feel like a dude enough to be there.
Okay.
I was just like, there's a lot of man energy in here that I don't have it. I'm not. I can't be dude enough to ask for a fade. I can't. I'm not that cool enough.
So
of a man.
I went. Okay, so I wanted to try out like a new haircut spot.
Yeah, get it.
I was like, I needed it, and so my buddy was telling me, he's like, I know this lady, like, she does for like $15. And I was like, that's a fucking deal. Let's go. Yeah. So I went down there, and I always get like really high before I do this shit. And so I walk in. I was like, hello, I would like a haircut. And she was like, you could tell she was like kind of like, you didn't make an appointment? I was like, nope, didn't know how to do it. And she's like, all right, come back in like 45 minutes. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. Just a sweet little old lady. And so I leave, I grab some food, I come back, and she's cutting this like really old dude's hair. And then they like go to the back for a second, and she like washes his hair, or what was left of his hair on his head, you know what I mean? Like, give it up, dude. Give it up, John. So he He comes out and his hair is just fucking wild. He goes, that felt amazing. And she goes, I bet it did. And in my head, in my stone mind, I was like, innuendos. Like, you know what I mean? It was just funny to me.
Yeah.
But then it got to me, and she's like, so what are we doing with you? I was like, oh, I just want to, I want to trim it up a little bit, but kind of keep like the Shaggy vibe, that I got going. And she goes, being a child of the 70s, I'm going to give you a real true shag. And I'm like, and in my head, I'm like, fuck you. Oh. Yeah, like, and then so I'm like, a little like, oh shit. Like trying to think, I'm like, is she trying to make the sexual innuendo, or like, am I just like super, super dirty? Like, what the fuck, right? And so then she hits me with the last one. And it was like, this guy comes in the middle of my haircut, and he was like, hello, I would like a haircut too. And she's like, all right, well, come back in like 15, 20 minutes, Right. And then he leaves, and she looks at me and goes, I never say no. And I was like, oh my God. And I just left. She gave me a good haircut, but man, she was a very, very intense woman, dude. Very intense woman.
Apparently so. She didn't say no. So it's an intense barber.
Dude, it was
hairdresser.
Fucking, I don't know.
Do you feel like you missed your shot? That's the question when you have those experiences. Do you feel like you missed your shot on that one?
Like I could have slept with the.
Do you feel like you should have like shot your shot with the old hairdresser lady?
Dude, to be honest, yes.
I knew the way you're telling the story is like, man, I bet you're wishing you'd be like, hey girl, hey.
I mean,
you should have tell that guy come back in 30.
Yeah, hey dog.
What'd
she tell you? Come back in 15?
Make it 30.
Nah, 17, dog. She said she was gonna give me the real true shag. Okay, like I don't know. I just like one of the last times like I've been trying to find like my go-to person for that. You know what I mean? Like and I like it just being like walking distance and stuff like that too for me. And I think the like second to last time I went to this place like near me, this girl's like, she's doing small talk, like, and I'm like joking around with her, making her laugh, and just one of those like tough rooms where she's like, so what brought you from New Mexico to Oklahoma? And I was like, I was sex trafficked by Alec Baldwin. And fucking, that joke just didn't land. And
who would have guessed that sex trafficking wouldn't go over with the hairdresser set?
Fucking, I don't know, man. I was like feeling it out, and I was like, okay, she's laughing at that. She's laughing at this one. You know how it goes. And then I was like, they're gonna like this one. They didn't. She didn't like that one. So I was like, maybe I should just try a different one. You know what I mean? And that was more of like a salon. Like that's one that I would go to, and like they'd like massage the neck. Like they'd kind of like they do all this extra stuff. You know what I mean? I was
they
like,
they don't do that at Pro Cuts. You don't get a massage.
No. You get Alfredo, dude. You know Alfredo, dude. Alfredo just got out the pen. You know what I mean? He got his degree at the pen. The Cleveland. He's got his degree at Cleveland County.
It's all framed on the wall and everything. You point at it.
It's in the orange jumpsuit. They're like, it was him and Hector, bro. Like,
hell yeah.
Yeah, dude. Vatos Locos forever.
La Raza.
Well, Matt. Go ahead and start wrapping this thing up, dude. Really appreciate you coming on.
Dude, this has been
it's been fun. I like doing this, dude.
I just like eating snacks. So like
I
don't usually eat snacks this late at night, so this has kind of been a fun treat.
Oh yeah, I mean we're already fucking drinking coffee. Like I mean I'm gonna be up.
I'm probably gonna regret the coffee around 11 o'clock, but you know what?
Fuck it.
One life.
I'm gonna take my dog for a walk after this anyway, so we're gonna be like, woo, But.
Delightful.
Matt, where can we find you? What do you want to promote, dude? What do you want to put out there?
I want you to come to my open mic. It's new. It's at the OKCI Improv. Let me try this again. It's new. Run it back. The mic is called It's New. It's at the OKCI Improv Theater. It starts on. It's every Tuesday. It starts at 8 o'clock. Dude, I know I threw a whole bunch of rules there earlier in the show, but I'm telling you, it's a fun time. Don't be a jerk. No microphone, no jerks. and that's follow it on Instagram at its new open mic, and that's I want you to follow that more, and I want you to follow me at Hey Raney. You can follow me at Hey Raney, but it's just pictures of my cat that I miss very much.
Do you have any shows coming up?
Well, this thing's gonna be probably going up after I got the Nick Campbell's got a show on Sunday, but it's like this Sunday.
Oh, cool. Now I'll put this out tomorrow.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lively Beer Works. Follow me at Hey Raney for more information, and follow Nick Campbell so you can actually figure out where to buy
That's
tickets.
a fun show, dude.
Is it?
I did it last time. It's a good time, dude. Nick does a really, really fantastic job at that. Nick's doing a really good job at putting on shows, and I'm very, very proud of him. And
dude, me too.
Because I've known Nick for a long time. Like him and I used to play. Our bands used to play.
Oh, no way.
Back in the day, dude. We used to play at the High-Low.
What?
Yeah, dog.
Oh, man, this has
We
been
used
a
to play
really...
at the High-Low, like the Market.
Yeah.
You know, like or I don't know what it's called down. It's like, like that apartment complex in the Paseo where it's like, I don't know, there's like this big wraparound like courtyard type thing, right? Yeah, the Market. Like back in the day, dude, like fucking there's a bunch of trust fund babies tripping on acid in that bitch. I think they kind of cleaned it up a bit, but
you can't just trip acid on the lawn anymore.
Yeah, that shit was always wild, man.
Yeah. Good
times. But yeah, dude, Nick's doing a great job. One with his comedy, and then also just doing the he's got him and David Steele got that podcast going too, which is great.
I gotta check that podcast out.
Yeah, no, they've got the Rhythm and Wit podcast that they've been doing. Nick's he's putting in the work, dude.
Hell yeah, he is. Hell yeah, he is.
And he's just like a good fun dude to be around.
He's a good dude.
Yeah, dude.
He's a good dude.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that show. So I mean, if you're hearing the sound of my voice come out to the April 13th to Lively Beer Works, I know I'm getting that name wrong.
No, that's right.
That's
Lively
right.
Beer Works, dude.
Cool.
Nailed it.
Hell yeah. But yeah, that's all I got going on. Yeah, but hell yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. And, jjwoodcomedy.com, at jjwoodcomedy, all the upcoming show dates. Louisiana.
Hell yeah.
26th, 27th. Well, actually, hold on. 26th, I just found out. They got hit. This place called Library Riot is where it's me, Lenny, and Jeremy Link are going to be at that April 26th. They got hit by a tornado last night. So just small, like minimal damage. And they're like, we should be open by the time that you're show. But then Shreveport, Louisiana on the 27th. So good times. Either way, fucking follow me at JJ Wood Comedy, jjwoodcomedy.com. Follow Matt Raney. Go to his mic. Don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick.
Go to Flow OKC. Become a better person. But for the last thing and the main thing and the most important thing, Wu-Tang. Peace.